All right, this is it's Monday, and I'm loving this right now because I'm in the studio with a dear friend, a legend in the city. A lot of you guys know him as AGP.
That's right.
Andrew Parker is here right now.
Brother, how you doing?
Good to see you. Everything good?
Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Always, man, always.
All right, I mean, it's important to have you on because for those who don't know, Andrew does so much for our city, so much for the youth. He's carried Edmonton on his back for many, many years. You know, I remember him as a high-flying basketball player that could dunk with the best on earth, could also play ball, played at U of A. He's played overseas, he's played pro ball, he motivational speaks.
Right.
He started his own tournament, which is Pride of the Northside.
Northside right here.
Right there.
The camera can get it, but we right here, Pride of the Northside, representing the community. You know how
He is. He's teaching.
Yeah, I'm teaching at Emmy Lazert High School.
At Emmy Lazert, which and a big shout out to Emmy Lazert too, like a really forward-thinking school, inclusive school. The kids are just on point. I've been there a couple of times, just a great treat. So I want to give you the floor a little bit about what is Pride of the Northside and why do people need to know about it?
Well, Pride Northside is a community basketball event. It's not just a tournament, it's actually a block party in here in North Edmonton. We've had up to about 45 teams, 200 participants. A number of sponsors from Elite Sportswear to Save On Foods, Terry Peranich, every single major university and college here in our city, McEwen, University of Alberta, Concordia, NAIT, have all contributed and sponsored the tournament. It's just about inspiring the kids, keeping them off the streets and keeping them positive.
So this is the 9th one, yes?
9th year, brother.
Wow,
I mean,
time flies, right?
That's a lot of years, man. I started doing this with me and JR in the beginning. JR went on to St. Albert to do his thing, and I wanted to stay in the community. But 9 years is a long time to do anything, man.
So when you started it 9 years ago, the idea, you were sitting there thinking, I need to do, like, what was the birth of this? How did it happen?
I mean, it was just, you know, being a Northside kid, always dreaming and hoping that one day we would have that tournament. We used to have a tournament, I think it was the Reebok tournament was there. They left. We used to have Hoop It Up tournament. They left too.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, man, we got to do something. We got to do it so that people who are not from North Edmonton get to see what North Edmonton is all about.
Yeah.
And then we just decided Londonderry, and we started with 17 teams, and lo and behold, years later, we tripled that. So it's amazing.
So it's interesting too. I'm gonna call this out because this happens all the time. People talk in Edmonton about North Side, and sometimes they talk about the South Side, and they talk about it with some disdain, right? And one thing that I'll throw out there is interesting, where people feel like, oh, I don't want to live on the North Side. North Side's full. It's multicultural, full of minorities. Seems like when we get to areas like that, people have some things to say, and a lot of Edmonton in the middle doesn't get to experience what the culture is all about. This is what I love about what you're doing, and tell some people who maybe don't play ball and have never really spent some time on the North Side why they should come check this out.
I mean, the North Side street ball experience is gritty. Like, we got such an interesting community. It's kind of like the Harlem, the Boston, the I don't want to like say the Compton, but like a South Central. The vibe is so multicultural. We got black, white, Lebanese, Christian, Muslim, LGBTQ, rich, poor. We got everything in the north side of Edmonton. And I want people to see that, because a lot of people, I even had a couple conversations with some colleagues when I was explaining what I've been through growing up in the north. Obviously, you know, my parents have been here in this community for a long time. My mother's a teacher, a professor now. But the majority of the guys I grew up with, they didn't have that. And I used to hang out with a lot of black kids in the community who were going through some real situations. So that's something I want people to see, that not just point their finger or, you know, contribute to a negative stereotype or a narrative that doesn't reflect us in the right way. Let them experience it for their own self. Talk to these people like face to face, and then come to a conclusion. Okay, so when's the tournament start? August 19th to 20th. Can teams still get in? Absolutely, all the way up until I think 3 days before the tournament. Okay, and what ages? We go from about, I want to say, 10 years old to 18 and over. So the 18 over division is popping right now. Are you playing? Man, I can't play my own tournament. That's not fair, though, man. Are you in the dunk competition? Man, I can't do that either, man. I don't want to hurt any feelings out here, man. I'll go if you go. Man, I don't know. We live right now. I'll go if you go. I got this Chef Boyardee in the stomach right now, man. I haven't been in the gym. Look at dad bods, man. Dad bods are in right now. You okay? If you go, I'll watch. Okay. That's what it is. I love it. Listen, I'm going to do this. I want to wrap up a little bit, but I really want to say that it's an honor having you here. I've been watching as a fan and as a friend and as family for all the things you've been doing, and you've been grinding really hard. The city really supports you, and they rally behind you because you got an amazing heart, and you're always there to do stuff for people who need it, and that's what the city needs more of, and I'm glad they can see a little bit more of AGP right now. Thank you. You're doing great things. I appreciate you, man. You're a leader in the community too, man. We need you out here too, brother. I appreciate you, everything you've been doing. You've been a big brother to me, and if it wasn't for guys like you, I wouldn't even be out here, man. All right, well, respect. Respect to you too, my brother. Good luck with the tournament. I'll be there to check it out. I'm gonna bring the kids, see if they want to play. For sure. That'll be very fun. All right, we're gonna be back in a minute. We're gonna go check out Bridget Ryan right now. Check her out, and you'll see me in a couple of minutes.